I'm now pleased to introduce you Domenico Deleo. Domenico is Circular Economy Strategy Manager at A2A. He will give a talk on data centers, sustainable energy searches for district heating. So welcome, Domenico.
Thank
The
you.
floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here, and it's a pleasure representing my company. A2A Group is one of the most important energy company in Italy with a very wide portfolio of businesses that go from energy production to energy distribution, but also waste collection and waste treatment. Inside this portfolio is included, of course, also district heating. District heating system are systems that delivers thermal power and heat to houses and businesses, centralizing the production of this thermal power into different sites that can be both traditional or, let's say, renewable and circular. As you can see from the image, there are different sources. We can go from high efficiency cogeneration, that is the more traditional, but we can also use solar, geothermal, biomass, and also waste heat from industrial sites. As the colleague from said before, we already collaborate with other companies in order to recover heats from industrial plant, like waste treatment plant, water waste treatment plant. The value chain of the district heating is made up of 3 different phases: the heat production from these sources, the transport, and then the final delivery to the clients that we do especially in Lombardy, let's say only in Lombardy. So we operate with district heating in this region, and we hold 30% of the market at national level. This is because Lombardy is one of the most important regions for this sector, and in general, the north of Italy requires a lot of offer for district heating compared to other regions in the south of Italy. We can account on more than 1,000 kilometers of district heating networks, and we serve more than 500,000 of equivalent apartments, with more than 100 million of cubic meter of volume served. That compared to the 400 million of cubic meter of at national level, we represent more than 30% of market share in Italy. Talking about new sources of heat that can be recovered from industrial plant, we are now working on data center. Data center market is a rising sector in Italy. We can account today in the Italian peninsula more than 100 sites, more than 100 data centers that are both enterprises and commercial. And we expect that the installed capacity of data center will double from now to 2030, passing from 500 megawatt to more than 1 gigawatt of installed capacity. This is a rising market in Italy for different reasons: availability of space, availability of energy, and most important, the position of our country for submarine cables that connect digitally to other areas, both Africa and Asia. Data centers are made up of specific sections. The most important one, the core of data center, is the server room, where you can find racks, cabinets, and servers that process storage and runs operation. Then you can find the energy supply, the control room, and finally the conditioning system. Conditioning systems are very important, and we will talk about that in the next slide, because they maintain the right temperature and humidity inside the server room in order to operate properly. What happens inside the data room? The hot air is brought through the ceiling into a computer room air conditioning that transforms this hot air into cold air. that in a closed circuit come back to the server room in a cold form in order to conditioning the air where the server operates and to make it function properly. So this is a closed system, but in the computer room air conditioning, there is a heat exchange where we are able to capture this heat in order to transform into warm water that then can be delivered to the final customer through the district heating networks. What happens? It is possible to recover this heat, but there is one problem. The heat that generally is produced inside the data room has a temperature of 25, 30 degrees. There is not enough to be to warm the water inside the pipelines of district heating networks. So we need to use a heat pump that hopefully is run by green energy in order to increase the temperature from these 25, 30 degrees to 60, 90 degrees. And then it can go to the final user, that are family or businesses linked to the district heating where we run them. So we are talking about, at the moment, Lombardy, where we own the network, especially Milan, Brescia, Bergamo, Cremona, also Como and Lodi. That anyway accounts for that 30% of the market. So it's a very important share of the district heating market where we can apply this technology. This is no new technology in the sense that this system is also already used in the Nordics, especially. So we are trying to copy, let's say, this solution in a market that is rising. It is rising, especially in Milan, with a capacity, as said before, that is going to double until 2030. We are not talking about solution on the paper. To give you two examples, we are running this project in Milan and Brescia at the moment, but we have a very long pipeline of projects, obviously in the city where we are present with district heating, because this is a very important, efficient, and circular solution, not only for us that run the district heatings, but also for data center operator, for their efficiency and for their circularity. These two projects I want to talk about in Milan and Brescia, as said before. The first one is on the data center Avalon 3. This is a data center owned by Retelit, telecommunication company, and it will link to district heating network in the west of Milan. We will be able to recover 2.5 megawatt of thermal power and 15 gigawatt hour per year of thermal energy that will be distributed to family. We are talking about new users, so it's not a replacement of existing energy. And the commissioning is expected on the first quarter of 2026. So we already started the project, the work. The main, let's say, investment here is in the heat pump and in the work of new networks that should be done in the city. So it means link the existing network to a new part of the city where it doesn't exist. The second project is in Brescia. We have a different counterpart here, that is Carnot, another data center operator. Here we will be able to recover around 2 megawatt of thermal power and corresponding to 16 gigawatt hour per year of energy finally distributed to our user in Brescia, where we own the district heating networks. Here we will start earlier. The pilot project that is smaller than these 2 megawatt of thermal power that at the end we will be able to recover. We will start at the end of June, so you will heard about in the news probably in the last week of June. Okay, thank you very much. It has been a pleasure being here. If you have any question, just don't hesitate. Thank you. A question? Yes.
So I suppose in some plant
Yes.
The heat turned into energy or stay as hot water.
So you say what we do during the summer where the need of cooling the system is higher. Okay, there is another solution that we are proposing to data centers. Here I talked only about heat recovery, but you know, with a specific machinery, you can turn the heat into cold, so that we can do the reverse section. We use the heat in order to condition the data room inside the data center. Thank you.